when I face different opponents, I can figure a guy out instantly. And, I know what he do good and what he don't do good. And my thing is to find out what he do good.
Lloyd, you once said you don't get enough credit as being a fighter. I mean, you stood there with Mosley, Cotto, Canelo. Is that something you think you'll never get enough credit for showing that you're a true fighter?
Well, mayweather will win. When it's all said and done. 47 opponents. I came out victorious all 47 times. So my thing is just to go out there and be a winner.
And this fight to be a winner, but what do you see as the difference? What do you do that will get you the victory?
Well, I just feel like with any fighter, a fighter lost before, losing is in the back of his mind. To whereas, if all I've done my whole career was winning is always in my mind.
The 9-figure payday for 36 minutes. You've had this money persona, which has worked very well for you. You've made tremendous sums of money. First of all, have you been given a figure on which you can expect, maybe say 9 figures? Can you give us more of a figure of what you're looking at to make here? And second, can you get your mind around that much money? Does it, to us it's mind-boggling, but to you, can you comprehend that?
Well, that's really not my focus. I'm just saying that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for all the social media outlets, all the writers, all the fans, and I'm thankful, for everyone, whether it was a good story or a bad story, for 19 years, you guys kept me relevant, which is a great thing. And as far as, the money persona is reinventing itself. It's Floyd, I was Pretty Boy Floyd. I come back, as Floyd winning Mayweather, no different from WWE. It's all about reinventing itself. And that's what we did. And it's worked thus far. As far as the money, I just want to continue to make smart investments, so, my grandkids are okay.
Hey, Floyd, over here. It's no secret that Pacquiao has had problems with Marquez and his counterpunching, and now he's going up against the best counterpuncher in the game. I kind of want to draw parallels when watching your fights against two southpaws, one against Guerrero and one against Judah. With Guerrero, you were able to see the punches and just counterpunch him to death for 12 rounds, whereas on the other hand, it was interesting the way you approached Judah. Midway through the fight, you kind of turned the pressure on him and moved forward, and it was a very different way you handled that fight. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, with the southpaw like with speed like Judah, compared with a guy like Guerrero, who's a little stronger, a little slower. At what point did you see that in Judah, and do you see any parallels with Pacquiao with his speed?
Well, just a little while ago, I was talking about, with me facing a guy, I can instantly figure a guy out. And it's crazy. Judah has helped me prepare for this fight.
Right.
And DeMarcus Chop Corey also helped me prepare for this fight, which is a great thing. We have, I think, 10 sparring fighters. We're looking for so many different looks, from southpaw. So, but I think Manny's a very interesting fighter. For him to get to where he has gotten to, it's obvious he had to do something right. But always got to bring me to solve the problem, and to come out on top.
I guess what I'm going to ask then is it better to smother a southpaw with speed like that to get in on him and push him to the ropes?
We got to see what the game plan is. I'm pretty sure my father has a great game plan. We go out there and do what we do best. Everybody game plan is normal when you face Floyd Mayweather. First of all, all 47 points. I think that was game plan. And it did work. Our game plan is just to be smart, be first, and take our time. And
defining fight for you, maybe the biggest fight of your career. Is it different for you in training camp? Is there more intensity, more motivation, or is it business as usual?
Same thing. You know, I've been doing this, you know, wisely with each other. If I've been winning, working a certain way, we want to continue to work and do what we've been doing to be victorious.
Floyd, back here.
Yes.
I stepped in a little late, so apologies if this was asked already, but the public perception over the last 5 years was that you were the reason why this fight didn't happen. The fight's happening now, so that's a moot argument. But was that frustrating for you to hear that kind of talk, that you wouldn't want to fight this fight? And how much over the last 5 years did you imagine this fight? Did you think about this fight in your head?
I never focused on this fight, you know. If it was going to happen, it was going to happen. If it wasn't, it wasn't. We move on to the next guy, and that's what we did. And we faced all the top guys in the sport of boxing. We beat all the top guys. After this fight, which I believe in my skill and I believe in myself, I believe I'm going to be victorious. We're going to move on to another guy. And they're going to say, this guy hasn't really to beat Floyd Mayweather.